Well, hi. Haven't seen you guys in a while. Totally my fault. Had a really busy summer and now we're getting into fall, and boy, aren't we getting into fall. Totally typical Northwestern psychotic weather. It's like 80 degrees one day, and I think the next day it was 60, 62, and sideways rain. So really weird weather, but that's typical for us. But um, yeah, so a little bit to talk about as far as the market goes, but I just wanted to start off by saying if anybody is feeling a little out of sorts because of the quick weather change, you are not alone. It's like the whole world and all of nature, everybody knows, okay, time to sleep, time to rest. This is fall. We're going into winter. The flowers, the plants, everybody, the leaves, the trees, they all know it's time. They all know it's time for a nap. But unfortunately, humans don't, and we just keep pushing through it and hoping that we're just going to be chipper, just like always. And I don't know about you, but the change of seasons sometimes really gets to me physically, like physically really gets to me. And then I know some people are just kind of like, they might have a little seasonal affective disorder, which I think is short for sad, which is ironic actually. But whatever it is that's going on with you, you are doing well. Don't worry. If you don't have if the weather doesn't affect you at all, awesome. If it does affect you a little bit, just acknowledge it. It's okay. You're doing great. You're doing great. You got out of bed? You're doing great. So just wanted to say that. Just getting ready for a Halloween party. We're gonna have a Halloween party for my clients. So if for some reason you didn't get an invitation, but if you're my client, you should have, let me know. It's gonna be in my new office, which is in the Providence Academy building, which is in Vancouver, right in downtown. It's a beautiful building. It was built in 1857. Or something. It's got a huge cathedral. It's got turrets. It's got a chapel bell at the very top. It's haunted, as it turns out. It's actually on the cover of a book by a historian called Haunted Vancouver, and it's right on the cover. Lots of stories about my building. I haven't seen anything weird, but you never know. So if you haven't gotten an invite or you want some more information about it, let me know. I'd love to see you. And what else am I doing? Just kind of working. First of all, let me just say that the market is just as weird as you think it is. Interest rates are still high, obviously. That hasn't changed. The job market is stronger than ever, which is not great for interest rates. We'll see what happens with, unfortunately, very sad war that's happening right now in Israel. We'll see if that has any impact on interest rates. Probably will, but we'll see. Otherwise, we're probably going to go into 2024 with high interest rates and maybe stay there for a while. But let me just tell you that I've had a few buyers who have really decided to pull back because they're freaked out by the high interest rates, and I don't blame them. I mean, that's a natural thing to be freaked out about, right? You're going to be buying and these interest rates are high, you feel probably, and prices here on the West Coast are high to begin with. So it creates unaffordability, and plus there's just there's no inventory out there. Inventory is still really, really small, and it's no wonder. Sellers aren't selling because of the same reason buyers aren't buying. If they're not gonna give up their 3% interest rate to pay an interest rate at 7.25 or 7.5. So there's a big affordability problem, and there's a big lack of inventory, which makes affordability worse, right? So we're kind of looking into 2025 for some relief. However, what I want to say about interest rates is this. If you were working with me back in 2020, you know how exhausting that market was because you were getting beat on every offer you put in. I mean, not necessarily all my offers were getting beat, but some of them were. And I had some buyers that just kind of said, no, I don't want to do this. So that's a rough market too. So my point is this. If you need to buy a house, would you rather be beat out 8 different times and have to pay $100,000 over and not get any of your repairs And that's not a far-fetched scenario, by the way, for 2 years ago. Or would you rather pay a little bit more to begin with, and we're forecasting, this isn't a guarantee, but we're forecasting around 2025, you refinance, you have your house, because prices are not gonna relax. They haven't proven to relax over the last couple years, even with interest rate hikes. So you've got your house, you're paying a little bit more than you want to, for sure, with the interest rates. But when the interest rates come down, you refinance and you're in the catbird seat because you've already got a house and you're watching all this buyer pent-up demand explode, and we're back to where we were in 2020 with competition, people losing offers, people paying $100,000 more, people giving away their firstborn child in order to get a house on the West Coast. So what I'm saying is, if you have questions about that, talk to your lender, talk to me. If you need a lender to talk to you about that and how that works, let me know. And I've got great lenders to refer to you. So that's my little spiel. I hope you guys are doing great. And again, if you have any, if you know of anybody, friends or family who need to sell or buy a home, please refer them to me. I really, really appreciate it. And I would treat them with the utmost care. And, as you know, my clients are loved. They get gifts every quarter, et cetera, et cetera. I do special incentives for sellers and for buyers, and I will treat them right. So I hope you guys are doing great. Have a happy fall. And again, if you want a party invitation to my Halloween party, haunted Halloween party, give me a ring. Okay, thanks. Bye.